course, the great look, that's what people are looking up to. And I think that McPhee provides these qualities. And I'm glad to know that such great company as McPhee now here in Poland and in Warsaw. So I'm more than sure that McPhee is gonna have a lot of fans of this brand.
I'm sure that because of you it will be a big success. Także teraz jest czas na Państwa pytania. Zapraszamy, zachęcamy.
Proszę o podniesienie.
Olympic testing. Why we don't want the more tests before the fight?
Well, this topic has been out there from the same promotional company, and from this, nobody has questioned anything, but Zarland event and Zarland promotion has been pushing their fighters to go into this topic, just to try to disrespect all of the 18 years of my successful career in boxing. And I'm following the rules of BDB, the German Boxing Federation, the rules of all of the organizations, sanctioning bodies where I'm champion. And I've been in Olympic sport, so I've been always following the rules, and I will continue to do so. And understand there's different fighters that are trying to disrespect it. They're trying to get so, they call it, under my skin, and eventually they're having failure. So I'm saying it one more time, I've always been respectful to the rules, and I'm always gonna follow it, and there is nothing that I can possibly break, especially in this area. Thanks.
Okay, next question. Następne pytanie, proszę.
Dobrze, to jeszcze jedno dla Pana.
Maybe you tell us something about the Shannon Briggs. He is always with you. You again got the moment when you eat with him the lunch. We see this on the internet. What do you think about him? Because he has some. I think he can some nervous of you. About Shannon Briggs, can you tell us? Shannon Briggs, yes.
Well, honestly, sometimes I am embarrassed to be in the same sport, in the same business, a professional sport as boxing, with the guys as Chisora or Fury, with all the statements that are out there, or Manuel Char or Marco Hook. So we can continue, David Hay. Now Shannon Briggs is out there, and they're all different, and they're trying to promote themselves and in their ways how they do it. And they're really offending actually the sport. And unfortunately, but it also reflects, if people think about boxing, they think all of those boxers are crazy. Basically, after all the behavior that they show and all the statements that they've done, it definitely gives not the proper reflection to the sport. And there's a lot of good examples in boxing. So, but unfortunately, we end up talking about not such positive examples as those names I've mentioned. In regards to Shannon Briggs, we all saw his fight against Vitaly. I have visited him at the hospital after the fight, and he seemed to be a very nice guy. And I definitely, have a lot of respect for whatever he's done in sport of boxing. And it was totally coincidence that we got to see each other in the gym where we trained together, in the same gym in Florida. He was walking out, and I didn't recognize him because he had, a lot of hair, and he had totally different look. So, and I did say like, hi, I didn't really recognize him. So he really got upset about it, and he thought it disrespectful to him or something like that. So it was, and I actually apologized and said, Shannon, later on, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you, you just look different, and I haven't seen you for many years, and so on. So, and he got emotional about it, and I think that in a certain way he's trying to get what he's looking up to. He's trying to get to fight against me and to get a fight, and I told him he needs to be at least top 10. He can't just come out of the blue and give the fight with the champion. The same way I told David Haye when he switched the divisions. He came from cruiserweight and went to heavyweight. So it takes some time, and if he really, and I see that he's keep winning, so Shannon is active. He fought a couple of times, he won a couple of titles, and eventually, if he's gonna get that far and high in the ratings, I mean, maybe I will end up fighting him, but there is no guarantee. So he's trying to promote, and sometimes it's getting over the edge. At the restaurant where I was sitting, and it was definitely something that I would say that was totally disrespectful. There was just not the way how people should behave themselves outside of the promotional show and boxing matches and press conferences and everything like that. So that was definitely overdue, I would say. So, but I wish him and all of the other fighters that are trying to become champions good luck in their career. And the Skubran pulled it. He ended up to be mandatory, so I have to fight him. I haven't chosen, or it was Alex Lipai. I had to fight him. I haven't chosen. So and I'm getting criticized for picking somebody that are not strong enough or anything like that. So the guys are strong, and I have to fight them, and I didn't choose them, but I have obligations to defend my titles against those guys. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Następne pytanie.